for the first level of Eidolons, maybe you feel like you can kill some stuff, but other than that, you just don't have a whole lot to do when it comes to laning phase against an Enigma.
No, and once the levels do start to kick off, Eidolon, I say this every single time with Wraith King, but you have low armor. You know, Eidolons, they can start to pack an annoying punch. Wraith King should be able to sustain fine because he's got that extra sustain with his lifesteal, but it could slip him up a little bit maybe. Invasion
here from EXTREMUM. Roger's still going to try and sneak the bounty rune, and he will grab it. 2 for 2 split as a result.
Wonder what build we get to see V-Tune go for as well. I've seen him doing his Yule's build quite a lot, especially when he's playing versus like annoying silences. Maybe this would be one of those games. Maybe he just goes for more standard items, but could see him definitely going for that as top. This is a good move here. Just trip up the Enigma right at the start. Play behind the lane on those Eidolons.
Oh, hey, Courier.
Oh, and look.
Hey, thanks, Roger.
Oh, and he doesn't get this. Oh, he got the sentry delivered right as it died.
Okay.
That looked like it wasn't in range. What the?
Well, it does mean that Nefrit misses out on one whole CS. Didn't even get the experience for that. And then his range creep just got denied, so he's not going to be super happy. It was a nice idea if they could actually get first blood, but we'll see. General's already taken a lot of damage for sure as they go again on him.
They at least have a very kill-threatening lane with the Grimstroke, an actual 5 position, unlike last time where they had Nyx and Dusto. There's just no way for them to set up kills or actually punch back in the lane. This one, if a general steps up and misplays at all, he's a kill. Same thing for Roger. So there's a much stronger lane in that.
A bottom lane matchup, Shochlo and Chu, as the Underlord and Phoenix are up against Always Wanna Fly on the Disruptor and V-Tune on the Morphling. V-Tune.
Free lane for V-Tune.
Yeah.
Should just be able to blast it perfectly under this. Sure, the atrophy is a little annoying, but yeah, the Morphling is like the perfect pick to deal with this lane. I think it's just like T-Gov was saying on the panel. They picked this Underlord to cover because they probably were like, oh god, you know, we banned Slark, the PL is still available, it's V-Tune, and they set themselves up. So yeah, V-Tune knows what matchup he wants to play there.
Is there so it sounds like to me you're pro. Chu. He's going to be caught. He's not level 2. This is the time to pressure a Phoenix, and this is the time to get first blood for your carry.
Already has the Morbid Mask coming out. It's going to be coming out on his courier at the 2-minute mark. So the harassment that comes out from Shochlo is going to be completely stopped when he does get that brought out. And Shochlo even has to be very careful how far he steps up.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, it seems like to me you feel like the pressure is kind of on EXTREMUM, just because it seems like Na'Vi have drafted themselves into a winning position for this Game 3.
They have to set the pace of the game. If like I was mentioning earlier, if it hits 10 minutes, and I feel like Na'Vi's the ones who's just determining every single one of the fights and just making all the first moves and just being able to sit back and farm, EXTREMUM is just going to fall further and further and further behind very quickly in this game. It's a greedy lineup that Na'Vi does have with this Doom, Enigma, like all these heroes farm so much, and if they're able to sit back and farm, it's just, yeah.
So in which case, this mid lane matchup is going to be really important because that's going to be one of our primary... Oh, nice snipe there, Chu. He's going to force out the Fairy Fire. Oh, he's going to go for the dive, you madman! Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't get the kill, so just cops a lot of damage for nothing. But yeah, as I was saying, this matchup, mid matchup, the Void Spirit versus the Doom, we need Melojoul to really take from this lane everything he can and then just start, as you said, make some things happen around the map.
Yeah, he has to be unbelievably active to take advantage of the greed that Na'Vi has that's going to start kicking off very quickly. And it's going to be like that also in the mid game. He just has to take advantage of when those cooldowns get used, you know, the Dooms, the Black Holes. He has to be very perfect with his movement. And he was doing really well at pressuring the Doom at the start, but Iceberg, he found the creep. You know, either the Ice Armor or the Alpha Wolf pretty much just wins you the lane. Can't actually get harassed at all.
Melojoul.
Poor Melojoul.
Kind of missing up the Remnant there. Oh. Not only just dying, but the Firestorm going off as a result is probably going to get all of those creeps denied.
Oh, man.
Morphling just destroying this lane now.
All 3 lanes, really. Look at top even, too. Like, they can't actually deal with the Eidolons. It's pressuring Nefrit. He's gone the Chainmail, as we've seen a lot, first item on these Wraith Kings. But either way, he just gets stunned, and the harassment it's a lot for him to deal with. The Grimstroke can't actually help, because the Nyx is still in the area. Yeah, I mean, V-Tune is just, it was the pick of the litter, right? He got to pick his carry hero last into seeing everything.
Chu barely staying alive there from that last Thunderstrike hit. Roger just kind of free to do whatever he wants. Run around the map, making this top lane even worse. Chu does have a stick. He'll pop it just to make sure he's good, which he is. But it means he's not out there in order to get the 5-minute bounty runes, which I'm pretty sure is what Always Wanna Fly was really looking for there. Is you kick one of the supports out, you kind of guarantee yourself one of these bounties.
They're gonna get themselves 3 also. After already winning the lanes in the first 5 minutes, they're probably gonna get the 3 bounties too. And there's no way that they can apply pressure in the middle or the bottom lane at the moment. Top lane, they can still look to maybe get some kills on General if he steps up too far, but I mean, bottom and mid is just, it's a wash now. There's no way that EXTREMUM can slow these 2 down. This Morphling just way too good of a start here.
Oh, jeez. They tried to get aggressive on General. G coming in, just going to try and run a little interference, but now he's going to be in some big-time trouble as he's going to go for the TP out. Bottom lane, they do manage to get the kill on Always Wanna Fly. 2 of them group up and bully that Disruptor, but still, it's the lane still not looking good for EXTREMUM whatsoever. They're going to need... Is V-Tune gonna get it?
He's just gonna commit.
Yeah.
He's got 300 HP, but he's got the Morbid Mask, so he can just hit them and heal up with this huge amount of armor. Shosh, though, might actually just die to right-click in a waveform.
Does he have anything? Does he have a Fairy Fire or something? Okay, he gets out of range. Chu, though, he's pretty slow. He's got a dive coming up. Either way, I mean, V-Tune's missing out on very little CS. Doom on the mid lane here. Always Wanna Fly with the Thunderstrike, but not close enough to get the kinetic field. And he doesn't have Glimpse leveled up, which is pretty common for most Disruptors, as that second level of Thunderstrike adds a lot. Now they're going to go on Always Wanna Fly here with the Doom no longer being up. Melojul feels pretty confident just being able to dive in, and he's right. He didn't have to really worry about any nukes coming out, so nice kill.
But V-Tune pushed 2 heroes out of his lane. Level 6, they can't go down here anymore. Free farm Morphling, free farm Doom, free farm Enigma. Uh-oh. They got to make something happen at least now when the Doom is on cooldown. I want to see them pair up Melojul and G. Both of these two have to start hunting. Have to at least do something on the map.
Yeah.
This Morphling is just going to get too much base, and it's such a good Morphling game. It's gonna pick up the pace really quickly for him when he starts to look to get involved.
Anytime I see a lineup that looks just a tad bit greedy, it's always, for me anyway, about how well those lanes going to go. Because the greediest lineup in the world can work if you win all 3 lanes. And that's kind of exactly what Na'Vi has done here. You can see the net worth, they are way far out and ahead with the Morphling and the Doom when it comes to net worth. And even the Enigma is ahead of the Void Spirit. So...
And it is such greedy heroes is really the important thing. All 3 cars are some of the most greedy that you can pick. The Doom he's different because you can't actually punish his greed. It's just gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about Devour. Enigma sometimes you can shut down, but he's always gonna naturally be able to make money off of his conversions. Morphling too sometimes takes time to ramp up, but when he gets a Morbid Mask at the 3-minute mark and he's able to just command his own lane and everything, yeah, it just changes the entire state of the game.
Oof. Regen, that'll certainly help. But what can he do with it? I mean, I kind of feel like... I guess you don't have ultimates on the supports on the side of EXTREMUM, so he can't reliably like go and just solo kill a Morphling. That's not going to happen. He's got to wait until his supports get a little bit stronger. But
I don't think they're ever going to kill this Morphling in this game. It's going to be really difficult for them to ever set up on him with this type of lead. Especially because now Iceberg, like he's got his drum, I think, finished up. He's gonna start just running down these lanes and just looking to constantly throw Doom on anyone who shows, and just look like immediately Melojul stacks up and he threatens the Doom.
Yeah, I love this is one of my favorite combos with Disruptor. Disruptor Night Stalker is a good one when Night Stalker's meta, but Disruptor Doom, just a great way to make sure that okay, you can force a team fight. The person you Doom can't run away. He's going to get glimpsed back into the fight, so he's definitely going to die. And Doom, even without his ultimate, is just a great frontlining hero to kind of run at people and force them to run away from you, which Disruptor loves. Disruptor takes full advantage of that.
Yep. So let's see, G, he has a point in the silence and he has Melojewel paired with him. I think a smoke into getting a ward down just to watch. If they can get a wraparound on V2 and they get the silence from the tree lines, they have potential to maybe get him, but...
He just barely missed out on that ward being placed due to nighttime. Always want to fly. Snuck one up there in the triangle. He is potentially going to be found and killed here, but they do have the Doom up, so Melojewel's got to be a little bit careful here. As, okay, the Phoenix, nice body blocking. If he could just body block a little bit more, V2 might be able to catch him here. They do have the Sun Ray healing him up bit by bit, but it's looking pretty rough out here. As nice deny. G. Well timed with the last hits. That's why that man still holds the current record for last hits in a single game. That kind of timing, baby.
As top general easily kills Soshlo by himself with the black hole commit.
I love that damage breakdown. Where just Malphus just stunned.
Poor man.
Yeah.
4K lead. Ults are down. So this is, again, I have to see EXTREMUM pair up. G and Melojewel, they got to get together and look to make something. They got to look together and take advantage of something because this is just, it's 5K lead already. It's getting out of control already.
This man's taking your ancient stacks.
And he's already getting toward his, he is going to go for a natural item build, just going to go for the Manta to deal with that one silence. And I mean, even then, even before that, he's like we said, he's pretty unkillable. They got to do something. They're just going to sit back and play a little bit of the farm game for Nefrit, but any of this downtime, Na'Vi just, they love it. This is perfect for him.
I'm going to assume that you agree with Nefrit's build here, that he doesn't have the time to build up any sort of Midas or Radiant shenanigans. He's just got to go straight damage, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. They have to weather this storm very soon or the game's just over. Honestly, this is getting out of hand way too fast. They have to start looking to fight. They cannot just sit back and let Na'Vi do whatever they want.
There's a reason
They are making the move.
He's not TPing away from this because he knows his allies are making the rotation over. The sad part is they're getting a lot of kills on the side of EXTREMUM, and all of them are on Always Wanna Fly. That's not the hero that you want to kill. Four kills, 4 deaths on Always Wanna Fly.
The man knows how to die.
Yeah.
Especially in a good situation, sacrificing his life for the team. They get a good ward down here. They're actually watching General. Maybe they can look to go for this aggressive dive forward. Melojewel and G.
Okay.
Can't quite.
No, yeah, he's a little bit too far away. They'll go ahead and use the Dissimulate to clear out and get a little bit of gold from those.
He might get glimpsed.
Yeah, he doesn't have Dissimulate, so he is indeed going to get pulled back here. Malphus, before he can make it the jump away, and the Static Storm is there, sealing his fate. V-Tune picks up the kill. He gets that much farther ahead of everybody. Now he's 2,500 net worth ahead of the Wraith King at 12 minutes.
And they immediately take out that ward that was just placed, so vision gonna be constricted for EXTREMUM. And Soshlo is standing under a ward, so they're probably gonna just dive him up here. As I don't know if they can actually help him. Chu does not have a TP available. The Phoenix for that egg. Yeah, Navi's just gonna chase him out. Soshlo forced to Uber out.
See if you're gonna try and get off a Firestorm or anything. No, that's how scared he is. So he dies. Man, 6K this early. It's always like a good way to paint a picture is talking about, okay, the net worth difference, take this hero out of the equation, and that's how far ahead they are. But like, you can't even do that. You can't even 7K up. Nefrit's the most farmed on the side of EXTREMUM, and he's at 4.7K. Like, no one hero even comes close to the lead that Na'Vi has right now.
They gotta slow something down. They're gathered up looking for some type of play here. Underlord is pushing out the hard lane. Let's see if they can actually get Iceberg.
All right, full commitment here to bring down the Doom, and they need every single hero I think they've got to be able to take down that tanky boy and make sure there's no rebuttal. Top lane, though, they are going to run at Soshlo. Soshlo, seeing those heroes, thought, okay, my team made a move. Maybe I can run up this high ground. He'd be wrong about that, but they can still make a team fight out of this. This is looking pretty hot right now with the Wraith King underneath his Static Storm. He doesn't give a damn. He's down to just sit there and whack on people, and all the better if he loses his first life. Slowing people down, making sure they catch even more heroes. We're going to watch Always Wanna Fly be forced to TP back. Good fight for EXTREMUM, not bad.
Very nice. Just have to take advantage of whenever they do show in the lanes. And they do that immediately as Iceberg does show. They have a little bit more of information up top. They make the quick jump with everybody and then just swing. swing to fight, and that's the way it has to be for their lineup right now. Just have to constantly look for fights. Egg is going to be on cooldown for some time, but still, I think you have to just keep that pace going. Use this Ink Swell at its maximum with Melojewel. He has a haste rune too, so he is enabled nicely.
Fox, how do you itemize this game to deal with a Morphling?
Ags on the Void Spirit. I have no idea what on the Wraith King. He has to just.
Okay.
I don't know. There's not really an item that 1-to-1 as a Wraith King versus a Morphling will solve your problems.
Yeah. We've got a Spirit Vessel being built up by the Phoenix, of course, but that's, you know, a ways away. As we've talked about how underfarmed Extremum is.
He has a Manta as well, right? Manta treads with the mask, almost level 12. Like he's prepared to counteract everything. Nefert's he's got the blink queued up, so that can be nice. They can have that clear initiation, so Melojewel doesn't have to just commit himself every time.
Hey,
and then he can eat the Doom.
Sneaking in some bounty runes, you sneaky boy. Gets 2 of them, gets away with the TP. Okay. Hey, every little bit helps.
Roger, stalking Melojewel, so whenever they see Melojewel, Melojewel's gonna know that he's being stalked.
He definitely knows now. Silence goes out before the Spike Carapace could get there, so Roger can't. He just dies like that.
Hey, these kills all matter. Now they can set up also for the push, and they are shrinking that lead slightly.
Man, if only somebody was around this Roshan pit, just to throw a little bit of damage in there and make Na'Vi go like, oh crap, they know, so we have to back up. Sadly, there's nothing there, so Na'Vi are kind of free to take this Roshan in exchange for the tier 1 tower.
And maybe that was Roger's plan after all, you know, make them go on him, make them commit for the tower, and there's no way they can make it up there to contest in time.
Yeah, could be.
Give his life for the cause.
Okay, Blink Dagger on the Wraith King. I mean, it doesn't really get much more fast-paced than that.
Yep, can jump into the back lines, can mess with the Disruptor and the Nyx. Just he can be the ones to start the fights and be that Ink Swell target so that Melojewel can be more careful around playing around this Doom. Iceberg has a BKB too. Yeah, these two are just so farmed. 2 big cores on Na'Vi. They glyph the range creep also to finish up the tier 2. Dire glyphs as well. They're setting up TPs to the tier 3. They're actually looking for this fight here on Extremum.
All right, well,
G's going to take some time to get there, though. G's very important for their fight.
Oh, yeah.
Roger is right on top of him.
And Roger is going to reveal his presence with a couple of presents for G. Couple of spells. He goes down. V-Tune with this Aegis, feeling like he can just push wherever he wants to. They're going to try and punish him here, see if they could somehow take away that Aegis without overcommitting. But they can't.
No chance to kill him until they have Ags on Void Spirit.
Yeah.
Once they have the Ags on Void Spirit, they can trip him up. If they catch him with the Silence at a good opportunity post Manta, since he does have the double. He will have the double charges when he gets it. Roger.
It's a nice combo there from Melojewel using the Dissimilate to dodge the Spike Carapace. Oh, the egg's gonna go off and V-Tune's not that close. This looked like a successful egg until last second. Oh, they barely bring it down. And then they demolish the rest of Extremum. As soon as that's gone, they're gonna chase down Shachlo here, who's doomed up, so he's not getting out. 4 dead, G's the only survivor. And, well, he just came back up, so.
Really nice fight from Na'Vi. Looked a little scary for a second, but yeah, they just too farmed. They have a BKB on the Doom. The Morphling, as soon as he gets a second on the egg, they kill it. Good positioning by them. And game just continuing to be extremely hard for Extremum. Not a whole lot that they can really do.
Yeah.
This last pick, Morphling, just broke. I feel like it just broke everything that they wanted to do in this game. There's just no way to threaten him. It's this Loom that's always in your head, and then you also have Iceberg on his most comfortable hero, his Doom, that he's 70% win rate, 72% win rate so far.
Yeah.
And the Enigma, which they're now adding to their super comfort, since we've seen them do it now 3 times in a row.
Yeah, seriously. That's gonna be hard to draft against General with only 2 bans at the start. If they have elevated this Enigma to that far up, his General is going to be gone on here. Does have the black hole. Is he going to tick out? He's not. So he's going to get the full black hole off. No damage behind it. But it does give time for V-Tune to be able to get here. They're going to be able to get the glimpse back on a Melojewel. Melojewel inside the Static Storm. Not going to be able to get away. They're going to go for the Dark Rift, a fast explosion, maybe blow up the Morphling, but no.
lucky to survive there. Important effort in these fights. He's just getting mana burned. That's what happened doing the last one too. The book is kind of just killing him by itself. He just gets Maleficed and it chases him, and he can't do anything about it. They do get themselves at least one nice kill, and Melojule was the one who picked it up. So getting closer to Aghanims, which he really needs this game. They're so far behind. When it comes out, the solution from Navi's already going to be there. The next big item for Vtoon, very likely to be delivered as Eagle Song. He almost has the E-Blade. Smoked up, looking to take advantage here. They're still in Aegis for about a minute, and Roger in a very cute spot to break the smoke.
Can he blink? Can he blink? Oh no, he blinked right next to the Grimstroke. Well, either way, he broke the smoke, preventing Vtoon from getting caught potentially, though he still had another minute with his Aegis. I thought maybe EXTREMUM went for that smoke with the Aegis timing out, but Roger always want to fly, but all about, you know, the team. They'll die for the team. Yeah.
7 deaths on the 2 of them combined out of the 10. Trying to just protect these big greedy cores who are very rich and would give a lot of gold if they were able to die. And there's the E-Blade. So these supports, Grimstroke, Phoenix in one-shot range. Actually, many of these heroes in one-shot range still at this point in the game. No casual cloak on them either. As Iceberg leads the charge, he has Doom and an Arcane Rune.
Again, there's the Doom, there's the Glimpse back, and we're going to try the E-Blade combo, but he does manage to Icarus dive backwards, and Vtoon is going to take a lot. His Aegis is about to expire. 3 seconds. If they could wait. Oh, no. To be fair, he was morphic agility. I think he intentionally killed himself, so Vtoon making sure that there was no chance of a Gimp death there. Vtoon
on the absolute last second of it. That's really pushing your limits.
That was a little scary, but Vtoon, at least he had it down to the absolute second. That's how you know a team takes good Roche timings. Not me, Fogged. I always forget.
It takes a second for it to get reclaimed, that little extra second too. So that was very close. That was very risky by Vtoon. They're still, even if he dies there, they're probably in a very comfortable spot anyway. But yeah, just taking an unnecessary risk for sure on Vtoon, as they are just commandingly in control of this game. Nefrit,
nice initiation.
Egg is in a pretty good spot.
Always want to fly. He's definitely going to die, but the sad part for EXTREMUM is Na'Vi was able to make a clean escape, and they're going to go back in. They're going to deal with the Necronomicon units. Vtoon sees his opening. He's going to go for the back line. G does manage to survive. They're going to go ahead and Dark Rift out on the other side of things. G is going to fall. Everybody in? Not everybody. Chu's still out there, and they're going to try and catch him. He doesn't have dive. I'm not sure why he didn't want to go back, but they caught him barely with the Impale.
Game continuing to be extremely difficult, and Always Want to Fly continuing to eat the eat the ganks for his team.
Yeah, seriously, this man is doing a great job of that.
He is. He just ate a Phoenix egg. That was very nice.
Right, well, Vtoon chops down the last remaining outer tower. Now there's just tier 3s left in their way with Roshan coming up. Potential spawn time here in a minute. So they've got, they could just chill out if they want to.
Yeah. Jewel? I can't believe that Iceberg is actually more
caught him! Caught him!
Jump.
Oh, General!
Patience.
That was some serious patience. Well played, well played.
Shot slow?
Shot.
Roger's there,
dead.
man. Ooh, yeah, this game is well and truly impossible. It does feel for EXTREMUM as they're just getting hunted anytime they go try to do anything outside the map. All 3 lanes pushing in. Na'Vi showing no mercy.
Fogged, would it be fair to say that draft-wise, it got consistently better for Na'Vi?
Yeah, absolutely. The way that they set up Vtoon in these last 2 games was just, it was so perfect. They got his hero in the absolute best state as he's jumping forward.
I mean, Vtoon's just being a boss right now, running in and then booking it back out. No hesitation whatsoever. He's just knows he can push this hero to its limits.
Yeah, I'm glad they went more toward this style. Anti-mage overall anyway, the hero is still, it's an anti-mage. I'm not crazy about it in most games. They could have probably made it work that game, but this just looks so much more comfortable for them when VTune can actually look to get involved early on and just have a pretty decent, like, a decent hero that actually does stuff.
Yeah.
AM just doesn't do anything. And Mello, he's got another Astral Step. Roger already on the hunt. He's got a blink to chase too. If
he tries to kill this creep wave, Roger might be able to get a spike carapace off on him. Shivas. Okay. Knock down the trees. They know where he is, though. They see him now. Oh, dear. Dissimulate not up for another second. He's got an Astral Step. He'll jump away. Oh, nice impale. Good guess. They spot him for a moment. That's all they need, I think. He went back up. Is he going to tick out? Not quite. Oh, God.
Oh, poor Mello.
All right, does he dissimulate? Okay, Enigma jumps into it, but now he pops over to where General is. General spots him. Mana burn to finish him off. It took a while, but in the end, they corral and kill Melojul.
They bought some time for his team to get a little bit of farm, which they really, really need. Yeah. And now he does have Ags at least finished, so, I mean, some type of threats. However, Morphling has BKB, Doom has BKB, and Ashivas now too, and they've got everything they need to counteract. Just because of how the pace of the game is going, they're just a step ahead and a full item ahead on pretty much all of their cores, if not 2 items ahead.
Yeah, when you're losing like this, I think one of the worst things to see is like when your carry is like, all right, I've got my new item. It's an SNY. You know, that is just not the big splash item that you're hoping to turn the game around. And I don't blame him for his build. It's just they kind of needed to be able to fight early, but sadly they haven't been able to make many fights work to their favor.
No, and it's like Void Spirit gets Ags, but they have BKBs and Mantas and so many things to play around. So Melojul, let's see if he can, if he can even find any type of kill setups with this double silence. That's Iceberg. He's the tanky boy in the front.
Breaks. They jump forward. They miss, and there goes that.
And they can't kill him anyway. He just gets, if he gets the BKB off, he's just walking away. And he's also very tanky versus the physical damage with the Shivas. Into Roche, Aegis Cheese. Navi, again, no mercy.
Skeletons.
Roger, look at him. Like, I love watching where Roger is. Look, he's just waiting. Yeah. He's like, someone is going to port down here. Someone is going to make their way to split push.
Yeah. Yeah, always want to fly was ready to break any smoke ganks to the right down the river. Oh, Nefrit! He was given the Inkswell, but he couldn't get the blink off because the Eidolons. That is going to be an egg that is right in front of VTune's face. So it just takes a second for him to be able to crack that egg on open. They're going to be making some omelets with the rest of EXTREMUM being the ingredients. Nefrit, he's probably going to lose his reincarnation here, and sadly that second life is going to be a repeat of the first. They're going to try and mass buyback here to come back in, but it's all a setup for a beautiful black hole. General, great setup to force the GG, and they give VTune the rampage. Navi, they started off just